Hey guys, it's Gita. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my first ever first impressions. I enjoy watching these types of videos from other people, so I thought that I would try one out. There is a pro and a con here. Obviously it is nice to be able to see someone's initial reaction to something, but at the same time, you know, sometimes I will use something at first and not really like it, and then eventually I'll find, you know, uses for that product and I'll start to enjoy it more. The reverse can happen too, where, you know, right off the bat I really like a product and then eventually, for whatever reason, I start to not like it or not use it. So certainly take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. The product that I'm going to be talking about today, I think the brand has had a lot of hype surrounding it, and I think the hype is for good reason. I have tried and loved a lot of their products, and the brand is Cover FX. Cover FX was actually founded by one of the co-founders of MAC Cosmetics, who eventually left and created their own company. I don't know the name of that person off of the top of my head, but this is just like the backstory as far as I'm aware. They wanted to create, you know, high coverage skin products, but products with more of the skincare benefits. So I think that's really cool, you know, that a brand has launched that has a lot of the creativity that MAC has with its product, but the products are a little bit more gentle, which I think is really cool. So the product that I'm going to be talking about is the Cream Contour Kit, and this is what the packaging looks like. So this is 4 shades. There is, I believe, 2 contour and 2 highlight shade. It is clinically tested. It is paraben, fragrance, gluten, mineral oil, and talc free. It is also vegan. So for those of you who seek out vegan and cruelty-free beauty products, Cover FX as a brand is cruelty-free. This product is vegan as well. I'm gonna just take it out of the box for the first time ever and show you guys. So this is what the packaging looks like. It is like a cardboard, seems to be magnetized on the front here. And then on the back, it shows you the actual shades. So the color that I ordered is called P Light Medium. And so the way that this brand colors the products is there's N for neutral, G for golden, which is warm, and then P for like pink or for cool. So normally I'm fairly pink, I'm fairly cool toned. I tend to opt for more neutral skin-based products because I find that many companies, when they design products for cool toned skin, they're like pink, like really pink on the skin. More with drugstore than high-end, but honestly, I've had this happen with so many different brands where I've bought something that's supposed to be cool toned and it's like straight up pink. The only reason that I ordered this rather than the neutral is that I already own the custom cover drops and also the cream foundation in a neutral base, and their neutral products err on the warm side. Honestly, considering that this is the P or the cool toned, this is fairly warm. These colors look fairly warm to me. So you have your matte highlight here, you have a shimmer highlight here, and you have 2 contour shades, one being a little bit lighter, and they're just numbered 1 through 4. I don't think that it particularly works very well to put like all of the highlighting and contouring on your face and then blend it in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the highlight first and blend that, and then I'm going to do the contour and then blend that, because the problem that I sometimes have if you put all of it on at once is if you then go to blend it, it can sort of end up looking a little bit muddy. The colors might bleed together a little bit, so I would rather keep them separate by doing it that way. So this is what it looks like. I'm just rubbing it off of the pan. So I'm just going to go in and apply some of this to my under eyes here, which is a place that I would normally highlight. Now I already have concealer on, so I'm not looking for really coverage, but I am looking just to highlight that area. And then I'm also going to go down the bridge of my nose, which is somewhere I would normally highlight, and a little bit into the forehead here. I'm trying not to go nuts and use a ton of product, but I'm just really interested to see how these blend out. And the more product you use, you know, the harder it might be to blend. So I'm going to also be going around my lips just a little bit. And then I'm also going to go here. I'm kind of making a line under where I'm going to be contouring later. That's somewhere that I would normally It looks extremely light on camera. It looks like bright white, but honestly in person, I swear it doesn't. So I'm just gonna go in and blend using my damp beauty blender just to get all of this blended in. So I am going to go in with the shimmer highlight, which is the Moonlight shade, and I'm going to put just a little bit of that onto the temples of my cheeks, into those areas. I'm not really wanting to put a lot of shimmer all over the place. Right now, I don't want to go overboard with that. You can see there is a little bit of a glow to the cheekbone. They blend it out pretty well, although at this moment what I'm going to do before I do the contouring is I'm going to go and wet my beauty blender one more time. Next I'm going to go in with some contour. Instead of using only the beauty blender, I'm also going to be using a brush to blend this. This is this Sculpting Brush by Real Techniques. This is what it looks like. It has a really dense top to it, almost like a foundation brush. And actually, you probably could use this for foundation. What I usually use it for is actually to blend powder contour, is what I usually use it for. So I'm not going to go for this number 4 shade. It just looks so dark to me. I'm going to go for this number 3 shade. And I'm going to go in just with my finger, and I'm going to be placing this. Again, this has a really creamy consistency, texture to it. It feels really nice. So this is what that contour shade looks like. And my first impression of the color is that it's really warm. Like, I'm shocked at how warm it is. Especially because this is supposed to be like the cool kit. Like, to me, a contour shade for fair skin should have like a gray undertone to it, almost like a taupe color, because you're looking to create shadow. So I don't know how I feel about this color. We'll find out what it looks like on my skin. So I'm going to be placing it underneath the cheekbones, down the sides of the nose, a little bit into my forehead, and that's about it. And you know what, just because we can, I'm going to try out this number 4 color because, I don't know, I just want to try every color in the kit and see how they work. This is number 4, which is P70, and this one is a lot more brown than the last one, which almost like pulls as an orange. So I'm going to put this just underneath the cheekbones also. And this actually, honestly, this looks like a lot more of a contour shade than number 3 does, so I don't know if maybe number 3 is intended to be more of a bronze than it is intended to be a contour, because it is fairly bronzy, whereas this number 4 color is more brown and it looks more like a contour shade. So if I'm doing this totally wrong, then I'll feel really dumb for thinking that it's all contouring. You'd think that a contour kit would be for contouring, not for bronzing, but you know. That looks crazy. So I mean, these are a little bit sticky to the touch, a little bit tacky to be blending, but they seem to be working okay. I am not happy with how orange this looks. This looks so orange to me, especially on this side. So again, I might just be like totally off base with how I'm placing it, but this is how I would normally cream contour with other colors. I don't know how I feel. I felt like the shades were a little warm, a little bit dark. That could be my fault for maybe not choosing the right shades for me. But it's notable that they do not have a fair to light kit in the P, the cool toned. They only have the light to medium. So in the neutral, they have like fair to light, light to medium, and then medium to deep. And they have the same for the G, which is the golden. But for the cool toned, They only have light to medium. They don't have a fair to light kit option, which is probably what I would have chosen had they had it. But the N fair to light was just, again, too warm, and I did swatch it in person to see that. So this one they didn't have at Sephora, so I didn't get to swatch this in person before I bought it. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like the formula is really nice. They blend it out really nicely, you know, into the skin. I think especially the highlight was very easy to blend. And you guys can let me know if it looks like I blended it enough. I mean, maybe I needed to blend it more. But I don't know, with the shade range, I just feel like maybe this is a product that would be best suited to someone with, you know, a more light to medium skin tone, and maybe someone that has warmer undertones, someone with more golden skin, you know, olive skin, and just maybe not for someone like me who's fairly pale and has pretty cool undertones. I just think they maybe don't have the shade selection for someone like me. So just for fun, I went off camera and I put some NYX Taupe Blush on to contour, and I used NYX Spice Blush on my cheeks, and then I took some of the Cover FX powder highlight in Moonlight, the powder version of the one in the palette, and I put that on my cheekbones just to see what it would look like more of a completed full face look beyond just the cream. So I will come back to it and I will let you guys know after some experimentation and use, but my first impression of this product is that I think the shades are a little weird. I think that when a company is creating products that are made for contouring, they need to be creating products that are putting a shadow on the face. You know, that's what contouring is. You're supposed to be like receding certain features, you know, and then with highlighting you're enhancing certain features. You're drawing the eye there, you're putting highlight in the places where the light would touch, and you're contouring in areas that are creating a little bit of a shadow. I just don't know that these colors do that. That's kind of it. I feel like that's a little bit inconclusive, so I don't know if that was incredibly helpful for you guys. Cover FX as a brand, I think, is a phenomenal brand. I will purchase and repurchase their skin products because they are amazing. The cream foundation is one of my favorite foundations I've ever found. I don't know, this one for me was just like, it wasn't really like a thumbs up or like a thumbs down. It was kind of just like this. If you own this and you have any suggestions on ways that I could or should be using it, please let me know in the comments below. If you have any questions about it, let me know. Anyway, thanks so much for watching today, you guys. I totally appreciate you coming back and watching my videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.